so we are back. It is that time. I got these all up to 700. What I did is, before I went to 400, and I sandblasted all the spines. Let me throw that footage in right here. I got all the bevels up to 300, 400. I'm going to sandblast them. I don't know how good it's going to come out through the thing, but I got to turn on the vacuum, so here we go. Instead of hitting the spines on the belt grinder, I'm just going to hit them here to get the jimping and everything good before I dip them, so. Look at that. I can finally see the Hamons on all of them. Haha. Yeah, see? You know, this is a Harbor Freight, the small blasting cabinet. And a lot of people complain about them, but you have to seal them off and you have to hook a vacuum. If you get the dust cyclone, even better. But without the vacuum, it goes everywhere. But look how good of a finish that put on. And I can actually see the Hamons on all of them now. Look at that. I wonder why this one came out so low, the W2. Huh. The 1095 one seemed to come out the best. You know, this is 1095 with the parts. Oh no, wait. This is the 1095 with the parts, and this is 1095 with W2. I mean, this is the 1095 with the parts. And this is the W2 with the parts. Look how much better the 1095 came out. And this one right here is 1095 and this is W2. It barely even got a Hamon on that. Look how low that is. I just figured I'd put this in too. So yeah, just got off the 400 and the 700. A couple of them I had to go back down. And get everything cleaned up, but we are perfect now. I brought you back for the 1000 grit. We're gonna hit it on the 1000 grit, and then we are gonna dip these bad boys and see. Well, on the Tanto, I still have to, you know, that's still at like 80, I think. So I got these. So you see how far down that is? So now I'm just gonna cut all the way in, take this up to 1000, but let me get the other ones up to 1000, then we'll just do the Tanto real quick and dip these bad boys. Over to the grinder. So I'll just do this Tanto part first, then we'll do the other flat, then we'll do the flats of these, and then the flats of the others. We'll put the wheel on, degrease them, and dip them. Alright, wish me luck. Now for here, I'm not doing that little C. You can still see there's grind marks right there, because this swoop is coming out into that, so I'm not worried about that. So I just want to make sure everything else is taken care of. Alright, whoo-wee. Man, I don't know if it's the cold. I need to get some water in here because this cold air is, every time I touch this I'm getting a little shock. I need to get a hydrating machine down in here. I guess it's too cool. Alrighty, let's get this one, then we'll get the flats. Alright, let me get the magnet and we'll do the flat. Alright, now here here's one of the problems. Sometimes when you go do the flats, it'll bring it back down. See how choppy that line is? You just have to bring it. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed before I did the flats, there was a little chunk right there. But, you know, doing the flats brought that all back out. So, you know, just be careful what you're doing, because when you're going back and forth, you don't want to get this far and then ruin the blade. Like, see on that side, it doesn't need it, it's fine. And like you can see in here, there's spots that's different, it's not as polished. That's all gonna be under the handle, and the etching will eat all that away. You know, if this knife didn't have handles, I'd have to go back down to like 120 and sand that all out. But I think we'll be all right. You know, if it shows up after I etch it, then I'll have to do it over again, but I don't think it will. All right, let's do the flats of the tanto. I am real excited to see how this tanto turns out after I do this. All right, you can see this is the W2. Oh, that's the other thing. You know, this video is for everyone to help them make their own decisions and their own conclusions, but I'm pretty sure I already made mine. If you're using 1095, McMaster car is fine. In fact, it almost looks better so far. I mean, things might change after the etch, but I doubt it. But from what I'm seeing before the etch, 1095 is fine with McMaster car. But if you're going to do like W2, then you have to use Parks or like water. Because, yeah, that's why on the Parks, on the McMaster car, the other one, on the McMaster car, on the one that's this size, there's a really shallow Hamon. It barely even breaks. And it's because it's a McMaster car, and I can almost bet it. Because on the 1095, this one has a Hamon that goes way up here on both sides. It's real nice. But the W2s, you know, but the W2 of the Tanto and the Parks is fine. So, yeah, when it comes to W2, Parks is definitely better. If you're just doing 1095, then McMaster car is fine. Alright, let's do these flats. Then I'll get the Tanto done. Alright. Actually, I gotta put the big wheel on and do these first. Yeah, wrap them up. I don't want no scratches at this point. Alright, the final countdown. Let's do this bad boy first. Alrighty, we are done with another one. Yeehaw! Last one, then we'll get on the Tanto. Alright, let me go ahead and set up the 1-inch wheel, and then I'll put a 240 and we'll start at 240 and work, and then I'll come back at 1,000. I'll tell you what, after having that big 14-inch wheel, this little 10-inch wheel seems like a baby. Oh, let me dike them this first. Alrighty, here we go. My first attempt at compound grind, doing one at each one at a separate time. Here we go. Yeehaw! Whew. Now let's hope we can get it going on this side too. Alright, well I'll come back at, cause this is worn. Well, I got that other side, but hold on, we'll finish this one up. I should have gone 120 instead of 220 or 240 or whatever, but. I was wondering if that was going to happen. This belt is too small. It rolled right off. See, I cut these. So this one was a little bit bigger and it rolled. The small one rolled right off. Alright, let's see what we can get out of the other 240. Because we don't got much to do. Oh, that's not what happened. You know what happened? Ah, I know what happened. I tightened the belt with it over here. So when it went over there, instead it was loosening it, you know. So that's what happened. Hold on. See, if you tighten the belt when it's in the middle or something, it can go this way, and when you go that way, it's tighter. But I tightened it hanging off, so as I did it, let me see. Yeah. Disregard my first part. All right, let me clean this off and we'll be back. Well, there we go. But I'll be honest with you, I might have to hand sand the rest of this. Like I said, this is my first time doing these all one and then coming back and doing that, but I do like how it looks. I'm just a little scared of going too far, but we got a little bit of room. I'm calling it, and you know what? I think I am. I think I'm just gonna hand sand this up to 1,000, because I'm not risking messing it up anymore. That's just how I want it. Let me go get to some hand sanding. Oh, let me show you something. Hold on, I'll be back. So yeah, check this out. I've been thinking about, since I got my lathe, about making my own small wheels. Like this will be a 1 inch by like 5 inch, and these will be like 2 inch. In fact, I was going to make a drive wheel and a tracking wheel before I bought the ones for my side grinder, but I bought this rubber. It's Duro 60, 1/4 inch, you know, to go around this. But I realized this would be awesome for hand sanding. Yeah, just get a piece of metal, and I bought some adhesive, you know, to put it on metal and stuff. I looked at my 1 by 10 inch wheel, and it's just a 1/2 inch of this stuff. This would be awesome for hand sanding. So I'm just gonna cut a piece off and put on some metal, you know, for hand sanding. It's Duro 60, and this is the 1 inch for the 1 inch wheel. But one day I'll get to that. All right, look at that. So let me just degrease these all, and we will be into the etch. I started hand sanding, and it just looked horrible. So I went ahead and cut the 1,000 grit belt that I've been using, and a 400 and all that, and just went for it. Man, it was nerve-wracking, but sorry I didn't put it on camera. Sometimes when you film, it makes you have mistakes, and yeah, man, the time has come. Let's get into the etch. Here we go. Ta-da! 1095 Tanto. Into the mix. Just degrease it and use acetone. Steel wool I got over here. Ooh, this side's really popping. Well, I guess they're both popping. Alright, let me go get the other one ready. Alright, here we go. W2 Tanto into the mix. I think I'm just going to do 2 at a time. Whoa, look at that line just pop up. Watch this. Look. Wow. Let's see if we'll do it on the other side. I got 2 rambunctious. That almost scared me how it popped out like that. I was like, what the hell? It's cracking. This is the W2 also, so yeah, I think she's ready to come out. Go throw her in some baking soda, huh? Alright. W2 Master car. I want that line thing to do again. That was pretty cool. And one. And this is the part, so gotta throw it in the bath and see how it turns out. See what it looks like once it's polished up. I was expecting the W2 to pop in the parks. I guess we'll have to see how it cleans up. Alright, last but not least, 1095 McMaster car. It didn't work like that W2, but it's popping out. Man, that line, I thought my blade cracked or something. That line came out so strong. See, the 1095 seems to be better. It doesn't really matter, McMaster or parts. Alright, I'm gonna let them soak just a little bit longer. Yeah, see, with the, I think this is because it was in the McMaster. It only did that little low. And last but not least, looking good, looking good. Alright, so here we go. Now I'm wondering if I mixed up the W2 and 1095, because that I wrote down as 1095, but look at that Hamon. That looks like a W2 Hamon from all the ones I've seen. And then you got this, you know. These are the 2 parts. I figured the W2 would come out better than the 1095. We'll have to see when I polish them up, but I'm wondering. But to be honest, here's the McMaster car. This is what I wrote down as 1095. It's the same thing. Here's a W2. You know, and I thought it was smaller, but it's not, you know. It actually comes way up here, so I'm not seeing a big difference with McMaster car and parts. I thought with the W2 it would be, but now that I've dipped them and all that, I'm going to have to sand them, put some flints on, sand them down, or maybe I'll sand them a little bit and then dip them again, hit them up to 2,000 maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'll hit them with 1,500 and 2,000 and dip them again. Yeah, I must have only dipped out a little bit. Look at how differential, like all the different colors, like how white it is here. This is the only one that's like it's so white. But I got them all soaking and penetrating oil. I probably said that 3 times now. So next video we'll polish them up and see how they look and see what we need to do from there, and then start on handles. Finally. Next build is not gonna be Hamon's, I can tell you that much. I've actually been thinking about doing like a back to basics heat treating thing where I go out with a blowtorch or something, and then my propane forge is outside. I haven't used in a long time, but maybe I'll do that. Just back to basics or something. Alright, thanks for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. As always, take it easy.